It's KD the one. I'm here with another solo reaction video. We are checking out another Skeeter Gene video, a predator catching video. Y'all know how I feel about these predator catches, but at the same time, I'ma be completely honest. It always go 1 out of 10, or it's always one of my lowest reviewing videos. And to be fair, I never mind because it still gets traction. These people still get seen and they still get recognition. Like I don't really care for the views for these to get seen. I'm more care about like people actually to be aware of these type of people, like people that actually look out for people like this. But let's cut the yapping. Let's get straight into the video. I'm gonna keep Scared G in the description, and I'm not gonna slow down with these prey catches. I do fuck with them, and I know some of y'all fuck with them too. Let's see the good work.
The decoy is going over to the bench. She's going to be in position waiting for our guy, Tim, to arrive. And we're going to go over a little bit of his chat log pretty soon here. But who we're catching today is this guy. His name is Tim. He's from... He's had a pretty fairly sexually charged conversation with who he thought to be a... For the past few months. He says, you know, nothing needs to be rushed, and you know, it's pretty respectable. He says there's too many diseases and stuff to get, and then pregnancy is a whole other thing, he says. So you clearly see he's thinking with the wrong head here. We see where his mind is. He says she has nice curves, says that her body looks older. Do you like to cuddle or kiss? He says, are you an affectionate person? He wants to do things like touching, all the sorts. He doesn't get too graphic, but he pretty much goes right up to the line, crosses it a little bit, and then he comes back. However, I think we do have enough here to possibly get charges on him. Also, today is Easter Sunday, hence why I'm wearing my fly purple suit. You know, just picked it up from the tailor. I got a few cigars here, actually. I'm gonna light one up before I go talk to Tim, and I'm gonna see if he wants one as well. Here's why not, you know, I'm in the Easter spirit. It's Sunday, the Lord's Day. He says, so you're open to everything. Experimentation is always fun. You don't know what you like until you try it. Haven't you ever came when...
I'm not gonna hold you. If y'all never watched one of these prey videos, or at least never one of mine, how I feel about these niggas, they're disgusting. They always say the same thing, and even though it gets a little repetitive, it never gets boring to watch these people face justice. And that's why I leave these people in the description. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was so hyped to make this video. I didn't watch this video when it came out. And normally I never watch the videos that I'm gonna review or like post because I want my reaction to be fresh and genuine. Same reason why I don't edit. And I want your reaction to be fresh and genuine to them. So, same here. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm hearing the same stuff that this guy is saying. The only difference is a smooth Easter.
Be here in 10 to 15 minutes, and then shortly after that, we'll be calling the Roseville Police Department.
Can you meet his house?
Yeah. Getting ready to catch a predator here.
Hi.
Oh,
What?
do you want me to get out with you?
How are you? I'm good. I did. You did too. Sit down.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's not too cold, but it's better yesterday.
No, it's really nice out today. Did you find any good places to eat?
There's like a BW, it's not too far.
I put captions on because they were talking too low, and I did just mute the screen so you're not going to hear them. But they're starting on fire, my guy. Already started at the park. Already started here. This shit is crazy. This nigga wanted to meet up fast.
My dad.
How far did they, how long ago did they leave?
Probably like an hour
Oh, really?
ago. Yeah, I'm watching their dog. Yeah, we don't have school tomorrow either because Easter.
Seriously, you have a Monday off for Easter?
That's what they said.
Just don't show up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't gonna argue.
Right, that's So what's there to do at your uncle's house? Anything fun?
No, I just played Fortnite on his PS4.
Fair enough.
Nothing fun.
Well, Fortnite's not very fun anyway.
I love Fortnite.
Maybe I'm not a fan.
Wait, what do you play?
Call of Duty. I just want to people, see.
Oh,
There's a difference between building to people and
that's
then just
scary. Why
Yeah.
would you want to
Not
people?
like real life. I'm talking about a video game.
So you've never anyone?
No. No.
Oh. Well, you made it sound like you
No,
did.
like I'm talking about video games. In a video game, I want to like drive fast and people. That's it.
Yeah. Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Allowed to play that.
Seriously?
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't mean to mute the screen there. They pulled up on this nigga. He's still casually sitting there smiling. He's still casually sitting there smiling. I know this nigga probably did some shit like this before. I'm sorry, I was far away from the mic. And again, if y'all don't know why my mic get quiet, I got that wind cancellation just in case like you do hear background, like you won't hear it pick up on the mic. I do have to talk pretty loud, but this nigga, god damn, this nigga has like no reaction.
Oh. See, I'm not allowed to play that.
Seriously?
What the hell?
They're getting out of the car, still no reaction.
Yeah, the last one, the new one's coming out pretty soon.
A new GTA?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it going, Tim?
Oh.
Hello?
You're to put your eggs in a basket, or?
No, not at all.
Do you like watching videos like this?
All right, let me leave. Y'all could check out Skeeter Jean's video if y'all want to hear about his hotline to his videos.
Hang
SkeeterGene.com.
out with a
We've been talking for a while. She said, hey, come on, we can go grab some lunch. So I said, let's go grab some lunch. Never said anything about that. I said, I want to keep everything in public.
Sure.
That's it. Nothing else.
That's all you wanted to do?
Sure.
Well, what about when you talked about oral sex in the chat log?
Oh, well, that was like a long time ago. I wasn't interested in that. I always stayed away from that.
It may have been a long time ago, Tim, but you're still hearing everything, and you brought it up.
Sure. That was wrong. But I said today, it's like, if I come up and meet, we'll hang out, we'll go grab some lunch. And she said, well, let's go to my place or her place. And I'm like, no, let's keep it all in public.
Keep it all in public.
Yeah, I didn't want anything like that.
Well, fair enough, but when you mentioned the oral sex in the chat log, it's just
Okay, that was wrong, but I didn't want to do it, because that's why I said everything's going to be in public. I don't want anything like that to come back on me.
well. To be fair though, Tim, you can do oral sex in public, and I remember,
That's true, yeah, but
yeah. Well, at some point you did say that you've done everything. You've done it indoors and outdoors in cars, and you do have a car here. You're an adult, and she's
it's true.
So
I
it's-
just wanted to hang out and chat.
okay. Nothing else?
No.
Do you have kids of your own, Tim? You do? How old are they, if you don't mind?
All ages. 25.
Okay. Around the age of the girl you're here to meet today.
Just talk, sir.
Just to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
All right. If any of y'all niggas want to know what's the justification of why they're putting this nigga away, if all he did was text, and you looking at that grown ass woman that he met with and was like, of course he's not gonna fall for this. It's a tenth of the situation. If you was here texting a person that you think is 13, you are sick, my guy. If you sit here and go and try to meet with a person, even if they don't look that age, and they are that age, you gotta think, what are you doing? Reevaluate your life. Like, what the fuck?
just judging by what I have here, though, Tim, it seems like you're here to do more than just talk.
I said everything in public. That was the last thing I said.
Yeah.
We can go to my place, go to your place. It's like, no, I'm going to keep it public.
Just everything public.
Sir,
Okay.
that's why we met in a public place.
Okay.
She said you can come to my place. I'm like, no, let's just meet in a public place.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. And you do talk about how how curvy her body is and whatnot. I know you said that you're a bit of a boob guy, bit of a boob connoisseur.
Fair, no.
You made some comments on, her boobs as well. And before that, when you were talking about maybe the idea of sex, you said pregnancy is a whole another thing. So obviously you're being careful in that regard. Oh, right here it says too many diseases and stuff to get to, and pregnancy is a whole other thing.
I can't
That was
remember.
way, it was way back in the. Oh, you don't have
Well,
glasses?
yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. What do you, I
Yeah.
remember the context, honestly.
You remember the context of that one?
I don't.
Okay. And did you happen to bring condoms with you here today, Tim? They're not in your car or anything.
I don't think they're in my car, to be honest. No.
You don't typically just walk around with condoms.
No.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
Nope.
So you ask if she's an affectionate person and if she likes to cuddle or kiss.
Yeah, 'cause we had a comment, I think, about it before, about cuddling or something like that.
Right. So she made that comment.
I faintly remember it, but it's been a while.
Okay. Okay. And but why did you bring up possibly cuddling or kissing?
Because she brought it up in the past.
She brought it up in the past. Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay. You tell her that, you like boobs even more. You say, I bet that ass feels good.
I haven't seen it. It's not like I sent pictures or asked for pictures or anything
Well,
like that.
I understand you didn't see it, but just to even be thinking like that with,
That's fair.
just like, she's for crying out loud. Tim, you say that you're curious and that you like to look at boobs and play with them. And you ask her if she's a good kisser. I mean, Tim, why did we need to know that?
General question.
Yes, everyone that you're talking to online, if they're a good kisser, regardless of age or not. Do you ask your own, I don't know, is your son or daughter?
Son.
Do you ask your son that? Why not?
Because I don't care if he's a good kisser.
Why'd you, well, okay, so why'd you care if this girl was a good kisser?
I was just being curious.
If you didn't have any interest. And how old are you, Tim?
50-something.
50 something.
So,
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm no mathematician, but I know that, I know that 50 something and equals trouble.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Fair.
Would you agree? Yeah. So, do you mind if I sit down?
Yeah, can I go, though?
Yeah. Oh, I just need to talk to you a little more.
Can I go?
What's that?
Can I go?
Well, at this point, Tim, we're looking at, possibly getting authorities involved because
For what?
just the whole solicitation. I just want
I
to
didn't
talk.
solicit anything.
Well, you did. I was
No,
gonna.
to come here to the public and meet and hang out and go to lunch.
Well, Tim, if you let me get to it, I was gonna get to it here.
Am I free to go?
And Tim, I just want to talk to
Who
you.
you are. Who are you?
Oh, well, let me introduce myself. Name's Doyle. Nice to meet you.
And who are you?
I'm just a. Sorry. I'm just a private contractor.
Okay, well, am I free to go? So if
Yes.
you're not law enforcement, then I can be free to go.
Tim, I just wanted to talk.
Have I done anything illegal?
Well, I want to talk to you before it
I'm
would.
asking you a question. Have I done anything illegal?
Yes,
What was that?
you traveled to meet a presumably for these acts that you talked about
No,
in the chat log.
to hang out. That's what it said.
Tim, what about when you say kissing, touching, and exploring?
I don't remember the context on that.
I'll get to. I'll show you. Do you want to? I got another scar. Do you want to?
It doesn't matter if you don't remember the context. And I know y'all was sitting there nice and vibing quietly behind your damn screens like, oh my god, he's letting us watch the video. Fuck no, this nigga making me mad. And I know he's probably blowing some of y'all niggas too. Bro, you don't need context. You said the shit. If I would have said, oh, I'm a dot 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 the president, because I don't want to say that shit because I am posting this. If y'all would take it out of context, without context or with context, I still said those words and they could be taken fully serious. The fuck?
Cigar?
No.
I can let you up. We can talk a little bit.
Because I'd like to go if I can.
Okay. But do you want pizza? I can order like us a pizza or something.
Pizza.
Okay.
Go?
All right. Well, let me just talk to you a little more.
No,
So-
I'm free to go. I'm asking, that's a legit question.
No, I
You're
understand.
not law enforcement.
I understand.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just came.
Well, I'm not either.
If
But
you read that, it just said, hey, let's go hang out because I said
Yeah.
keep everything in public. I didn't want anything. She said, well, you can come to my place, we can go to yours. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
let's just stay in public.
okay.
I didn't want any of that kind of stuff to you be construed that it was going
Right.
to happen.
Well,
That's-
but then
The
when
chat,
you
can you allude to anything, sir?
but when you
Yeah.
talked about her being naked and you talked about oral sex and stuff like that with her and that you
said
did
she
stuff
had
with
done it
toys. Well, I hear you.
So it's like,
But it's
she
just,
said so she
but to me,
it may have been inappropriate, but she said, "Have you done that?" Or she said she did, and I'm like, okay.
okay.
And so it's a legit question. I guess maybe it's not a legit question. It's a natural question in some cases to do that, bring that up after the fact, right?
Tim, what about here when when you said I'm a fan of oral in different positions? She said, so would you want to do that to me? You say I'd love to, especially giving. So you're right there. You said you'd love to have oral sex with her.
Okay, but that doesn't
And,
mean it was going to happen.
but Tim, you're here.
And if you read the last thing it said, sir, I didn't want anything to go anywhere private because I wanted to keep everything in public, so it couldn't even be construed that was going to be an option.
The thing is, Tim, that doesn't
It may
really
have been
work.
inappropriate, yes, I agree with that, but there was no fact that anything was going to happen because I didn't want anything to be thought of because it was going to be all in public.
But the thing is, you can still have sex in public, Tim. It's called,
Fair.
it's a matter of public, it's
But,
indecent. It's indecent exposure,
That's right, but
for
it's in a
sure.
park, right?
Right, and
Yeah, like,
there's not many
that's
people
why-
here. I mean, there's trucks here. What's stopping you from going in your car right there and doing something with there in the car?
So no.
For sure. I mean, there could be a,
And there's a million other options or anything could have happened,
yeah.
but nothing.
You could
did
drive to
happen.
a back out. How do I know you weren't going to drive somewhere with her and to a more private location?
Well, that's just hearsay. That's just a thought. Anything could happen anytime, any place.
Anything
anybody.
could, but the thing is, you're here, Tim, and
To hang
who
out
knows
with
what would have happened.
anything. But then she said, so we can go to a restaurant, and I said, only if you feel comfortable. I said, there's no place within walking distance for her to walk there. I said,
Okay.
Only if you would feel comfortable, we would have to drive.
But Tim, how does it look? Just a 50-year-old man coming to meet a
That's
in any
fair.
context.
That's fair. I get that.
I mean, what would your kids think of this? You said you have 3 kids.
I get it. Yeah, 4. I get it.
What would they think of you coming to meet a?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking you, what would they think?
I honestly don't know. Probably
Okay.
not good.
Yeah,
I guess
right.
that's my point.
Right. That's what I'm trying to make clear. And then you said your son's. How would you feel if he was talking up, or a 50-year-old man was talking him up like this, and he went to meet him?
I get it. Yeah.
What would you think?
No, I wouldn't like it.
Right. Would you want? You say, would you want hair in your mouth after you talk about oral sex? So why would you have hair? Yeah, you see, it's right here.
I don't have glasses on. I can't
Oh.
read that. Sorry. So no, I don't remember that honestly.
Yeah.
But
So I'll show you here, Tim. Says it's just my preference, especially when giving oral.
My favorite thing in these prad catch videos is when the nigga reads that shit. Like they sit up, read that shit, start squinting their eyes, start like feeling with themselves because they think, oh, I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that. All that's playing in their head is, oh yeah, I said that. Oh yeah, I said that. Like, have you ever got called out for your bullshit? Have you ever got like said some shit that you didn't mean to say or said some shit that was like completely outrageous? And then like someone called you out on that shit and you was like, oh shit, I did say that. Oh shit. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, this nigga's folded.
And you say, what do you want hair in your mouth? Can you see it now? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you ask, if she cares, if a guy's trimmed or not, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Do you have a size preference? What do you mean by size preference?
I don't know. I don't remember the rest of the
Just don't remember.
conversation.
It was a while ago, so I'll give you, I'll give you that. It was a minute ago, for sure. You say that it's average, sadly, meaning, I think we know what you were talking about.
Probably,
Right.
but I don't remember like
Okay.
the conversation.
So is it average actually, or?
I don't know, it's kind of personal.
Okay, I mean, just because you said it here, so I just wonder if you were being truthful or not. So, and, you do ask for a bikini picture. I mean, you were just interested in her breast size. I think you asked something about if her mom had, big breasts as well. You talked about you had an ex with double D's and they were fake, that sort of thing. How far did you drive to get here today, Tim?
35 minutes. 40
Okay,
minutes.
from. Okay. Yeah, I got a buddy that lives out in pretty decent area. But that whole drive here, the 30 minutes or whatever, did you, stop and think like, hey, maybe this is a thing that I probably shouldn't be doing,
Yeah.
or?
But it's like it was just I had no intention of doing anything else except hanging out and going to lunch.
Gotcha.
That's it. She seemed like a good person.
Yeah.
And it's probably all a lie now, but she seemed like she's. And I'm not asking, but
Well, nice
she
girl.
hangs out. Her mom's gone a lot. She hangs out with her mom, or by herself at home.
Right.
Or her mom's not around. She seemed like she didn't have anybody to talk to or hang out, or something. Like, okay, well, let's do that. So if that's not the case, that's not the case. Whatever it is, it is. But
Okay. And would you say, I mean, was there no one else you could hang out with today? I mean, it's Easter for crying out loud, you know?
all my kids are their moms, so.
They're at their moms, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a shared custody thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What would she think of this?
Oh, she'd probably freak out,
Yeah,
That's my
pretty.
ex, right? But
Right, but still, I mean, you're still in contact and you have your kids together and whatnot. It's just, you know, I don't think, I can't imagine she would be, very happy about it.
No.
So, I imagine that, did that run through your head before you came to? Okay.
Did, but
Okay.
Again, it was.
But you still thought, no, just no big deal, just going to.
Just hang out, right?
Just hang out?
Because otherwise I wouldn't, if I. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said specifically today.
Okay.
No, let's keep everything in public, because that was my only intention about all this, was just public.
Okay.
That's it.
What about when you asked if she had cameras at her house? Do you remember that?
No.
I got it right here, there at the bottom. Do you have cameras at your house? I can make this a little bit brighter so you can see. But
I have, like,
yeah.
see close up.
Oh yeah, there you go. Do you
No,
have
I
cameras? Oh, you see it?
Further away.
Oh, further. Sorry.
I can't see close
Sorry,
up.
right there.
Okay.
Yeah, just at the bottom.
At your house.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why if you didn't have any intention on, doing anything, I just don't know why you'd
Well, I
want
don't
to.
even know where she lives. So.
Oh, true.
I had,
What would you say at that point? Were you maybe possibly entertaining the idea of doing something or going back to her house when her parents weren't there? Or?
No, well, she talked about some other guy that she was
Okay.
with that was older, and it's like,
Got it.
Didn't know if he was there or not. It's like, does your mom have cameras at house?
Mhm.
At your home? Because otherwise, she might see that kind of stuff.
Fair enough. You ask her to show you her butt. You say, "How does it look from the back?" No, honestly, Tim, was that really an appropriate thing to ask? You say it's 69 degrees here with a winky face. I mean,
I don't remember the rest of the context of the conversation.
Okay.
Like, was it like because it was cold one day? I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you said it's 69 winky face.
Okay.
I mean, we know what 69 means.
Right.
Right? Is that why? Is that what you were?
I don't know. I don't remember the context of the conversation. So it's like,
Got it.
one day it could have.
I would say this is the calmest nigga I ever seen, and his demeanor is pissing me off. The one thing I do want y'all to like sit here and like believe is when I first see some of these people, especially a person like him who comes off all friendly, all nice, I think these are some normal people. And I feel bad that they put themselves in a situation like this. And then I wait till they read off the comments that they say, and then I lose almost all sympathy for the shit that they were actually planning on. Like, he was asking if the girl had cameras, and his excuse was to see where she lived. Nigga, why do you need to know where she lives? Like, at this point, like, I just want to like not really cut the video short. It's just this is some crazy shit, and it's pissing me off because, like, again, this is the calmest I ever seen one of these predators. But like looking at the interaction, I see like this nigga probably not, he not changing. He needs this right now. He needs this rehabilitation, and he needs to be with his family or some shit.
You showed up here, so
Right.
it's just something we just had to let them know about, and that sort of thing. So, yeah. All right, Tim. Well, I mean, if that's all you have to say, I just had to let you know that I'm actually Skeet Handsome with the Predatory Investigation Unit, and we're doing an online series about adults who try to meet up with sex.
How you doing, sir?
So.
Well,
Are you guys related, friends, anything?
Oh no, we're this was the suspect that we called in about. This is Tim.
You're law enforcement?
No, not at all.
Are you with them?
I'm with them. Yeah.
Okay. I explained to them to head to the station to make a report.
Oh, they're gonna
I'm
head to
gonna
the.
sit down and talk with him.
Okay.
So if you don't mind giving
Yeah.
me and him some time.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have a partner come and speak with you guys at the station. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Well, all right. Nice meeting you and everything, Tim. Obviously not under these circumstances, but.
You are armed. Go ahead and stand up for me.
Oh, we gotta. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, you did say that. Sorry.
Wait.
Oh, we gotta.
That nigga had a gun on him. That's the reason he was so fucking calm. Oh, if those cameras wasn't there, this nigga could have risked it. Oh my fucking god. And I knew it was Pred brings a blick, but I wasn't paying full fucking attention when I clicked on the video now. I did not read that shit. I just knew it was another Pred catch. This nigga really brung a stick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, you did say that.
And a knife. Bro, I wish y'all could see me now, bro. I have my mouth wide open. Like, this nigga was answering all these questions, and his one thing was he wanted to meet this girl. Bro, you met this girl with a knife and a gun on you, bro. What is the intent behind that? You knew some shit could have went down. And even if you are a person who carries every day, do you know how this shit looks on you? Oh, fuck, nigga, you down.
Did you get the whole sequence?
I'm gonna head to the station.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
He seemed pretty pissed. They're very pissed with us.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Can you stop in my car?
Yeah.
All right, so we're here at the police station. Tim was armed, so that was
I'm interested.
pretty freaky. Hi, we were told to come here.
Yep, I'll buzz you in.
Hi, good. How are you?
All right, so I'm gonna have to fill out a witness statement, and then one of the officers that you were with at the park is gonna come in and take the report. Okay?
Okay.
There should be some pens and a bucket right there, and I have a clipboard if you'd like. If you want to see.
I have some pretty sloppy handwriting, though.
That's quite all right. I've seen everything.
Oh, all right. All right. For you.
Much like I said, the officer will be in here shortly.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Yep.
So who's the first person that spoke with the gentleman today?
She would be the first person that spoke
Okay.
with him.
Roughly what date was that?
Like the very first time ever.
Yeah. Roughly.
November, like mid-November maybe. All right, boys. So we just got done at Roseville PD here.
Man, Skeet. Skeet, bro. The amount of balls, bro. Like, you are a different nigga. Cause like you didn't even know. I know that you didn't know that this nigga has something, but I know you have to stay cautious. You got your bodyguards and all this shit because anything can go down. Bro, if your bodyguards wasn't there, if your camera wasn't there, this nigga could let off. Don't forget, this nigga has an armed guard on standby. This nigga has his cameraman. There is not just one person here. He does a organized situation, and this is why these videos are the reason why I don't believe regular civilians shouldn't be doing these prey catches. But I ain't even gonna lie, he's doing amazing work. If y'all want to see videos like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I try to leave all my begging to the end because no one wants to hear that shit in the beginning of the video. Most people would skip that shit anyway. And plus, if y'all actually do stay here till the end, y'all some real ass niggas. And to my real fans, to the real niggas, please put down in the comments what y'all want to see next. Please put down in the comments how y'all feel about this preg catch. And please check out Skeeter Gene because this nigga, I ain't even gonna lie, he's risking his life to do amazing work. I don't want to say God's work, but he's basically putting these criminals away, and that's amazing work. If y'all want to see more videos like this, please let me know down. I'll be out. Peace.